Hey guys, it's Drunk with Friends. It's your girl V.
It's Willis.
And we're back for another week. What's up?
Yeah.
I know we've been gone for a little minute. I needed a mental week or so mental health week. I needed a week just to disconnect. I had took off my Instagram for 3 or 4 days, disconnected from Facebook. I just needed a reset, man. Sometimes you need to do that in life, just reset, just be away from people who shut in and get your life. But
conveniently came back when the Eagles won.
Hell yeah. I mean, what's that got to do with me? The Eagles is in their own domain, you know what I mean?
I was like, shit, man.
Yeah.
Been online all damn week.
Yeah.
The Eagles won. Oh,
no, I was online, and that's the crazy part. I was so crazy. I missed the first quarter, which I have never done. That's how disconnected I was.
Game or
yeah, I think was it a 1 o'clock game?
No, it was a 4.
It was a 4.
Yeah, it was a 4,
and I missed it. The first quarter, and I was pissed. I was out of it. But anyway, I am back, guys. Back here, at least enough to entertain you, lovely people. And with that being said, I'm doing something different today, and I haven't done it in a very long time. I'm drinking rum today. Rum. I'm breaking away from my partner who normally just drinks the tequila.
Or Hennessy, you know me.
Or the dark. The darker the dark.
I might get dark for the next one.
Facts. You'll be drinking that by yourself. But yeah, rum today for me. So with that being said, we always start off with a shot. We always end up with a shot. If either one of our phones go off with volume outside of reading any topic, you have to take a shot. And that means you too, because I know you got your phone up on volume. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know this is going to be nasty.
God damn it! It don't get better.
I ain't gonna lie, this one wasn't as bad as a tequila, maybe because it has the spice. It's a spiced rum, so that has a little bit of a little sweetener. It has the kick of cinnamon versus you're killing me like
is
that.
Is it like Fireball cinnamon or less strong?
No, it's less strong, but it does taste like that Fireball cinnamon.
Yeah.
They put the whole cinnamon stick in that junk.
Man, what? They soaked it in it.
Pretty much.
Okay, I got a funny.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, something funny to start off with, you guys. Take a listen. Message.
I'm gonna need your help with this one. So the thread is, what's the worst response to an "I love you" message? Oh, so I'm gonna need you to tell me you love me. I'm just gonna respond.
Wow. Okay. Christmas came early. All right. I love you.
Have you ever been told good night?
Oh! Off the back of an "I love you."
Yeah.
I love you.
Likewise.
Likewise.
You put underneath, she left me.
I love you.
It's just an infatuation.
I'm kind of over this, I know it's nothing to do with me.
You're
the fact
feeling
that
it
I
every
have to
time,
say
yeah.
it every single time. Don't tell me.
Speak on my behalf.
Don't tell me how to feel.
Facts.
It's just
bro.
an infatuation. What the f*** do you know? I said I f***ing love you.
Alright.
I ain't gonna lie, I've said likewise before.
You have?
Yeah.
Are you savage?
I'd be like, same.
I've done thumbs
likewise. In the text message? Now, was that after you said it before, or that was the first time?
No, she said I love you, and I was like, thumbs up.
I've said likewise, I've said same, or I've said it was infatuation. I'd be like, you sure it's not lust?
Facts.
Because, we single. These were the single days, prime time 20s. Right. Bro, you not the only one. So, you sure it's not lust? I feel like that's the honest question.
Me?
You sure? Infatuation sounds kind of absurd. It's damn. Why are you so obsessed with me?
I think I've got goofy with it, but love you back.
Gotcha.
Hey, finger bang.
No, finger bang. No.
Love you too.
No.
Love you back.
Love you back. No, or I got love for ya.
No.
LUV. Yeah. They could be like, no, it's not the same.
No, you just brought up a bad memory. I'm triggered.
Uh-oh.
I had this girl with I love you. And she was just I love you too. And then maybe a month or two later, she broke up with me. I was like, I thought you loved me. And she was just like, Jesus loves all his people. I was like, what? I don't believe anybody that says I love you. And we just met. I know niggas that used to say I love you just to get pussy.
Yeah.
Or they ain't had game.
Yeah, to get pussy or to get them to stay.
Because you know that's the thing, right? Love bombing. Mm-hmm. Just hit you with a whole bunch of shit at once just to think you about. That's a top red flag. Love bombing, red flag.
Facts. How you fall in love? We haven't been talking for 3 weeks.
I just know love at first sight, and our vibe and our energy.
Yeah.
I hate energy. Stop saying energy. That gotta go away.
I'm sorry. I say it all the time. And I don't know energy of like on that example. But I'm a person to be like, yo, I can feel people energy. I can understand when I can feel it when it shifts. Mm-hmm. I can feel it like when I walk in a room and like I just walk into something, I'm like, I feel like I just interrupt something. But yeah. You know, I can feel the shifts and I know energy that's not gonna agree with mine, and I'm like, no.
I think it's more so I think niggas just ruined it for me. Just everybody's like the vibes and energy and
because it's like yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I don't use it in, like, as you can say, I do, like, sometimes, like, for instance, my wedding, right, the reception, everybody, my friend, shout out to my friend Jazz, she was like, I went to a lot of weddings in the past, 12 to 18 months. She was like, I went to this people wedding, and my mom asked me, like, hey, what stood out about the wedding? And she was like, the food was amazing. She went to another wedding, and she was like, yo, the DJ was on point. She went to another wedding, like the aesthetic of the they did like a whole international thing, so they had like Paris and London, like all the little things. And she was like, and then what about these weddings? She was like, it was just a vibe. It was. And, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, sometimes when it's actually describing a feeling, like yo, not one person was, or they even say that in like retreats and conferences for these women conferences, like, yo, it was just a vibe. No woman was hating on nobody. It didn't really matter about race, where you came from. It was just like, like sometimes it's just the energy and the vibe at these events that I feel like that's when it should be really like brought out or talked about. But just out of nowhere, you're like, oh yeah, you're a vibe. How you know?
No, I think you did a great job as far as like placement and tables, and everybody was cool.
Yeah.
I was drunk as fuck.
We all were drunk as fuck. I think for me, which
did I see you the next day? No, I saw your husband the next day. I don't think I saw you.
Nah, I was running around. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the thing. People overkill it for minute things versus explaining it at the gravity that it could be, and that's how it gets overworked. Just like songs, right? On the radio, sure. They overplay it. So you don't want to play it when you put your aux cord in. You like, fuck, skip. Facts. Skip. But anyway, yeah. Likewise.
Likewise, savage.
Likewise, yeah. I've
right
said
back
that.
at you, kid.
True.
Real.
Gotcha. Noted.
Yeah, what if you respond back with like one of those the little gifts? Like, or like a heart ass. Can you respond back and I love you with like a heart ass? Or just a heart emoji?
You can.
That's not really me saying I love you.
Yeah, that's not really saying it back. That's not you saying it back. If it's the first time, I honestly don't feel like you should be saying the first time in text messages anyway. And maybe that's the woman side of me. I don't feel like it should be in my face, or even at least on the phone. Call. Facts. So I can hear your voice. I can hear the sincerity or lack thereof. But anybody can type it.
I have a friend, and I really never looked too deep into that with the hearts. She doesn't reply back with like red hearts. She only does brown or black because we're black. And she was like, I'm not using them white people. I think it's that deep.
I'm gonna say we all have red hearts though inside. Like when you open up our chest, when you open up our chest, it's actually pink.
Yeah, and it don't look like that.
It doesn't, but they have the actual heart emoji now. So what you gonna do?
Shut the front door.
Dead ass.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So what we gonna do now? What we gonna do with that? Yeah. Like what we gonna do with that?
But me and V, we really love you guys. Respond back in the comments.
Likewise. Respond likewise. Yeah, right there. See? And I got the little carotid artery.
I didn't know that. That's fire.
Yeah, so, all right, thinking about love.
Somebody got a new phone.
Who, me? No, that's just the update.
Oh, okay.
Update your shit, my guy.
Facts.
Oh, now this one act like I don't want to work. Anyway, so where is my story? Sorry, I just had it up, guys. Okay, here we go. So, talking about love, let's talk about views, right? Men versus women and how we see things. And I want you to hear what this guy said, and I want you to let me know how you feel as a man. All right, here we go.
think men love more authentically than women.
Huh?
Oh, and this is what I mean by that.
You said say that again.
I said I think men love more authentically than women, and this is why.
I can agree, but go ahead.
Women are in love with love.
Yes.
And because of that, I think you guys are wired to stick anybody in that spot. You can make him fit. You guys are socialized from little girls to fall in love with the process, the pageantry of love, the courting phase and the dates and the, you know what I'm saying? He put his hand on my thigh and we walked down the aisle and all that stuff. On the flip side, when a man figures out or realizes he's in love, that's not a happy experience. He's like, God damn it. Because that is a responsibility.
He's telling the truth.
Now, because again, our two jobs are provide and protect. I love her means that I'm willing to die for her. That's not part of your responsibility. Right. So we're not going to be as flippant or as generous with that love. Plus, we're not socialized to fall in love with the whole process and shit.
But yeah.
He was like, God damn it, I love that bitch. That's what he said. That part was a little low.
Yeah.
But so how do we think? I think he was kind of spot on, but I don't know. I don't got the emotions of what you guys do. How y'all
no, he's 100% right. When it gets to the point where like, yo, that's just my girl. That's just how she is. The point of defeat, you realize you're in love. It's sad to say.
Said the point of defeat?
Yes, we're just like, that's just her. I love her. That's my baby. Can't do nothing about it. When you argue, okay, you got it. Where we don't even want to put up a fight. Or, it could be a sign of, like, possessiveness, too. Like, when your husband or your boyfriend or whoever start referencing you different, especially to other people, that's a sign that they're in love. I do think women are more infatuated with the process of being in love. I've had relationships where women were like, well, that's not what love is. It's like when Aladdin found such and such, like some Disney shit, and they want that, or some overly romanticized book. They want that. I'm like, half them books are fiction. Like real niggas. I mean, not real. Men, we're not wired that way. If we love you, it's going to be for a practical reason. So, that's what you. Have you ever asked like the person you with, "I love you"? 9 times out of 10, his reasons are more practical, and maybe yours is more feelings.
Yeah, because y'all think more logically, or think more with our emotions.
I love you.
A good part of the time.
Because you washed my dirty drawers. I love you because you fuck with you.
Right. I'm like,
But you do a lot for me. You take care of me. And then if she be like, it's because when the moon is in retrograde, I get this feeling in my heart. And it's connected to the Aquarius in me, and then in my Gemini moon.
But that's a different. That's a different woman. That's the one who's in line with the universe,
we
right?
Know somebody like that.
I know. I know 2, 3 people like that. But no, I was gonna say I agree with you all up until that point, because those are like specific women. Like that's a specific type of woman. But for women in general, I feel like for women in general, they do connect more on the whole aspect, because think about it, growing up, all we saw on TV was, if they like you, they'll ask their dad, they'll ask your dad or your parent, can they take you out? So that was the first thing, and he's not an honorable man if he doesn't ask the parent out if he can take you out, get that okay, that respect.
Are those days antiquated?
Back then, probably so. Yeah.
I mean, we gotta do it now. That's what
I don't know what the generation after us is doing now.
So if you had a daughter, would you expect her significant other, because it could be a man or woman, to come to you first or come to your husband first and ask for their hand in marriage, or would you get offended if they didn't?
I think that would be more of a question to ask the father.
Okay.
Because of the role. You know what I mean? Like, it's the whole thing of the roles of how it was then. It was, hey, if you wanted to take this girl from school out to prom or whatever, you would go and ask the dad or the parents, hey, is it okay if I take your daughter to the prom? Is it okay if I, you know what I mean? So I think that was like just a respect thing that was instilled in the boys at that time.
Gotcha.
That's why I said I don't know what's being instilled in the kids of the generation now. If they're going to be doing that when I start to have, when my child gets to the age of that, I don't know what's going to be instilled, but would it be nice? Yes. But my thing is, if this person really liked my daughter, at that time, I would have met you before you trying to ask me about
Right.
it. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. It's not like, oh, randomly out the blue, hey, Johnny wants to take me out. Who the hell is this?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Where you at? Where you from? You know that's
what?
when it gets weird. You know what I mean? But
I can't wait.
if I known that you've been writing love letters in your notebook and circle hearts, like I already know you like Johnny at this point. You know, so
Johnny
it's like
come at the door. It's gonna be you remember
boys. Yeah,
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. I'm about to say boys to the
bang bang. Oh, did you see the one with 50 Cent? He's like, let me talk to you in this garage real quick, and he had all the thugs there. But yeah.
But yeah, so like I was saying, I do think that the reason why we are so engulfed in that whole, leading up to is because that's what we've seen on TV. That's what's been instilled in us. You know, like I want to say us. I mean, I'm like, hey, if you don't open up your door, he's not a real gentleman. Right. And hey, you got to be chivalrous. You got to pay for the first date. Like that shit was instilled in us at a younger age. So it's nobody's fault per se. It's just what people have been exposed to at that time.
Did they ask your parents for prom? Like when you?
Yeah, for prom, yeah. But the guy went to my church, so it wasn't like it was too big of a surprise. Like, yeah. It wasn't too. I went on 3 proms for the record, but that's not the point.
I had 2 dates. So my best friend in high school was gay, and she was in the closet, so was a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So I went to the house to pick up her girlfriend, pretending like I was her date. And then got my best friend and pretend like her date, and it was just the 3 of us. And we like went out of town for like a week, and, like left prom, and just gone.
A week? Wow.
It was fun. I learned a lot that week.
That's some
learned a lot of important skills.
Oh right. Well, congratulations to you. Yeah.
He said congratulations.
I mean, I don't. What am I supposed to say to that?
That's when I got my piercing and stuff too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So I do think that the men part is definitely true.
Yeah, well.
You hear that all the time. Like I've always been the one that hang out with a lot of, like, I guess you could say now, or college, hang out with a lot of guys because I was always like a nigga. Like, I thought like them, treated people like them. Not that bad. I'm a little bit more feminine as I get older, get a little bit more emotional. But I almost hit you right there. I
felt it coming.
So literally, I'm sitting here with my fist in my hand, like, don't hit him in his chest. That's why I stopped myself. That's progress. Can we talk about growth? It's all because you got a white shirt on. That's probably why. But no, I do think that's true. Like, I've heard guys be like, yo, man, I can't stop thinking of her. Yeah, man, fuck that bitch. But no, I really don't. I don't mean that. I don't mean that, like, the whole up and down. Like, it's like they don't know how to, which also goes and tap into how a lot of men of that generation didn't know how to process their emotions, of how to feel, how to deal with things. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. The first statement, I think men love more authentically than women. Like, what? And the part that caught me was that he said women can fit a man into a box. Like, well, I can accept this, I can accept this, and then I love him because of all his flaws and all. Where I feel like men, it's like y'all it waits and then it creeps up on you, and then you're like, fuck,
I'm in love.
Right? What are these feelings? Ew, like Grinch. You know what I mean? So
Cooties.
Right, facts.
But also, I think we put women in a box too. It just depends on.
I think y'all put us in a box after y'all started gaining some self-worth.
100%, because then now you have insert her here.
Yeah, because you don't need. You could just find. Because you're focused on this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, agreed. All right, your turn.
I got a topic, right? So it goes into a relationship, and this is interesting to me. How can I explain this? Or should I just play the clip? I'll just play the clip. Y'all listen to this.
It's like we've had this conversation before. It's always been my dream for my son to live with me. This is the first time we have lived together, and then he's come for the summer. But unless I'm saying something wrong, like, I felt like that it was a good experience for you.
Yeah. He was a good kid. He was easy to get along with, but it was different. It was somebody always there when I'm used to it just being me and him.
If you weren't dating her, would he live with you now?
He probably would be with me more.
If he wants to go and get his son, then I think that he should. Or if I'm not comfortable with it, they can get an Airbnb or, something like that. But I don't want to block that. I want him to be the best father he can be.
They should get an Airbnb.
Can't do that.
You talking about Airbnb here or like where he lives?
Poor Ashley can't even process
I was
it.
like, hold on. I thought you were talking about like if he was there and didn't want to drive all the way back home. You talking about an Airbnb here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's his son. He's not going anywhere. You got to dig your heels in. It's not going to be easy. Like, you have to let go of those things that are stopping you from being a family.
If it was something that I didn't want for that time.
No, I mean, that's your truth, but that's his son. So how does that work?
So, long story short, man's dating a woman. He has a son that lives with his mother. He wants to spend more time with his son. And the girl that he's living with saying, well, you can spend all the time you want with your son, but y'all can go get an Airbnb somewhere else. He not coming here. Girl, you don't want to be in a relationship. Nigga, first of all, where your fucking backbone at? You got me fucked up. If wherever my shit is here, my son can come in any fucking time he want to. I'm not about to get an Airbnb. I'm gonna get an Airbnb for you, because we're not about to get in a relationship. Some people don't like kids. I've seen that before. I've seen it on like the woman's side and the men's side. But like, you're dating this man and you know you have kids and you don't want his child to come over? That's fucked up.
Stay there?
Yeah. Talking about, I want you to be the best father you could be in the Airbnb. Ain't fucking wild. What's wrong with y'all women?
It's not y'all women. You can't put everyone in a category.
The other girl that was sitting on the couch, you'll see the clip on YouTube, watching on YouTube. The other girl was dumbfounded, like, what? She couldn't process the shit.
I can process it.
I had to watch it twice to hear what I heard. I had to see what I heard and hear what I heard. Like, I was like, yo, what?
One of those things you put on your glasses to make sure you heard correctly.
Like, it's like when you back in, you got to turn down the radio, like, concentrate. What did you say? What?
What?
And she said it with her chest. She was dead ass.
Hey, if she gonna say something, she gonna be 10 toes the fuck down.
But don't date people with kids if you don't like kids.
Facts. But you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, she's entitled to her feelings. And I'm sure she didn't just bring this up on this episode.
He need to leave.
They should have had those conversations before they moved in together.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he should have, and then this is, y'all gonna be like, V, you putting the blame on him? I don't care what you think, okay? I mean, I care what you think. Put your comments below. But I'm saying, like, there's no way, I feel like as a parent, as a single parent, who's probably, either on child support or co-parenting, whatever, those are the things that you get out in the first, let's say for shits and giggles, 6 months. Yeah. Those conversations like, hey, because in the beginning when you're dating somebody and you seeing them and talk to them all the time, 2 months feel like it's been like 5. You know what I mean? So by like 3rd or 4th month, really, because all the dates you're talking about, like, hey, you have any kids? Do you have a house? Do you have a job? What do you do? Like, all of that talk should have happened honestly earlier. But the in-depth of it, because we don't know if you're on last, by 6 months, 9 months, you're like, all right, well, I just want to let you know that eventually I'm trying to get full custody or half custody. Do I want my son to be here half the month, and my household, like,
exactly.
Those are things that I feel like him as the parent in the relationship, the one who has the child, should have laid out before getting a relationship with this woman, and that's where I feel like you got fucked up at.
Yeah, you don't choose.
I don't blame her because she told him. And he still got in a relationship with her, so
she give me alpha vibes. I kind of
can't get mad at her. She was like, yo, I'm used to walking around freely naked. I'm used to us just being in our house. I'm used to, and he didn't.
I gotta get an Airbnb, spend time with my son, because at the end of the day, we don't know what the arrangement is. It could be he get him during the summers, it could be in the weekends, but you do realize, because he did say son. As he get into those teenage years, he might have to come live with you, because niggas start bucking and you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
And then you just never know what happens. Sometimes, God forbid, something happens to the other parent, or just because he wants to be with his father more. Like, I know some people who co-parenting, like the mom was having custody up until like high school, and then high school, she's like, I'm sending him off to his dad.
Right.
Because he can handle him. Then when he start getting the little chest hair, think he can talk back and get whatever. And I've also heard situations where it's the opposite way around. Like when it's teenage years, I'm sending her to a mom because she knows what to look out for if she's being too fast or being too distant. You know what I mean? Like, so all of that should be discussed at some type of level with the person you're dating. It don't have to be so in depth of, oh, we're going to specifically, oh, she's doing this. And like, you just say, hey, we're coming up with a schedule that I'm going to eventually have the full time with my child.
Right.
Like, that way you give that person an opportunity to stay or leave. And if that's their deal breaker, then be glad that you find out early instead of 2 years after y'all done got married and she taking half your shit.
Right.
Or she cheating on you because you over there Airbnb somewhere with your child and she's like, I just like us being in the house alone. Now she gonna be in somebody else's house alone.
Facts. So yeah.
That's wild as fuck, bro. And commended the other woman. She was just like, wait, you said what? Airbnb? Because that would have been
the
me.
host was looking like, what?
Yeah, that's I can't remember the name of the show, but I started this show when it first came out, the first season, and that shit was wild. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. And then I put Dula onto a show to Dula. He watched the first season, and he's actually ahead of me. He even watched the second season.
Send me that, because I didn't know nothing about this.
Oh yeah, the first season.
Wow.
Bruh.
Okay.
You know the first early seasons of shows like this are the not raunchiest, but like the most. I know you like ratchet, but I mean it's just like the mind blowing thing. Like you said, what? So you want them to go on dates with other people in the same restaurant?
I couldn't do that. I'm flipping tables.
But these are all people that are like
so fucking
that at the end of this process. I don't know. I don't want to hit it and then have the sound play. But these are the people that are like hoping to go through this process that their partner will propose by the end of it. Like they've been together for 5 years and they haven't got a ring. One of them was together 11 years and that's in the first season. That shit, I'm telling you, that shit crazy.
Oh yeah,
shit
send me
crazy.
That. I gotta watch that.
And you send somebody out. Yeah, it's wild. I couldn't. I mean, the older you get, the rarer it gets that you be with somebody who doesn't have a child. Or I mean, not rarer, but the statistics.
The likelihood.
The statistics definitely alter. All right. Yeah. So you just gotta look into yourself. Huh?
I'm up there. I'm hanging over this.
Yeah, but you've been with the same person for 10 years.
That's true.
So it's a different if you were single that whole time. I guess maybe possibly an accident may have happened. But
like
you weren't single. You weren't single. So that's a whole little thing. But
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna last.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that you can be around an innocent child, and I'm not saying all kids are innocent, but that child hasn't done anything to you, and you still want to be distant, not even try.
I can see if the kid was a teenager and it was like a total asshole. They'd be like, "Yo, don't bring his ass back over here."
Right. That
sounds like a little kid.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'm like, that's wild. Mm-hmm. But anyway, thinking about crazy scenarios with couples. Let's hear about this one. Shout out to the Morning Hustle. Man, this joint is funny.
Yeah.
All right.
We're asking for a friend on the Morning Hustle.
Looks like we got a voicemail from someone named Nora.
Well, check this out. I started dating this man a few months ago, and we've really been doing it up for the summer. We were everywhere. We were on planes, hotels. We really started liking each other, so we moved in at the end of the summer. But football season came, and dude kind of lost his mind. He actually punched the wall and turned over a table. First of all, it was my table that he didn't even pay for. After all of this happened, he finally admitted to losing $20,000 on the game. I was like, are you out your mind? So now he want to go to an actual game for the Broncos the next time they play. I don't even know how to handle this man while traveling anymore because he loses his temper. And I don't even know what to expect. Help me out. What should I do?
You got to be careful out here. Like, you think it's a game, but people really take this stuff to heart.
I thought she was going to just be complaining about him spending the fact that it's gone so far to losing $20,000 on a game. Yeah, bro needs some help.
We are the Morning Hustle.
$20K?
Yeah.
You got to have money to put up $20K to lose it. But he mad because he probably needed it. On a game?
So let's roll it back. Let's roll it back.
Okay.
Because that's the sprinkles on the sundae, the cherry on top, right?
Right.
Let's go back to the beginning where you were dating this person.
Okay.
And y'all were living your best life. Y'all were traveling, going places, and it's only been a couple of months. and you moved in with this person.
Right.
That's red flag number one. Like, I didn't even move in with my partner till like year 2.5, almost 3.
Yeah.
Like, cause you gotta know somebody before you decide to just condense into one space. Apartment, condo, house, it don't matter.
That's kind of like a form of love bombing when you just buying them stuff, getting them stuff. I mean, like, that's a form too.
Yeah.
And she probably was loving the vacation. This is the one. This is what
she was like, yeah, we've been living it up, we're having so much fun. And then number 2 point, he flipped a table that he does not own and puts a hole in my wall.
Oh, at her place?
At her place.
He got temper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So number 2, temper problem.
Yeah.
And then he eventually, which she said, then he eventually tells me it's because he lost $20,000 on a game.
Gambling, bro.
So here's my thing.
Red flag, sis.
But here's my thing. I'm not going to say that's a complete red flag because I don't know how much money this man's making.
True.
Right? This man could be working 2-3 jobs, 6 figures in each of them, and he got $20,000 to blow.
That's true.
I know people, okay? And it's not uncommon. Okay? It's not uncommon for people to have money to blow. Okay? But I feel like that one's a little hasty because I'm like, she's not complaining about bills not being paid.
Right.
She's not complaining about shit. I think she's more so scared of the fact of the anger issue.
Right.
And then she didn't know that he gambles like that. And then the fact that he now wants to go fly, because that tells me he still has money. He wants to go fly to a game. Probably get good seats.
Yeah, and then bet again.
And then probably bet again. But in the day, the man got the money to. It's giving, I still got the bread to. In a way, you lose 20 grand. And then just be like, damn, that's fucked up. I lost this man mad. But I'm going to go fly out there and go still.
Look, we have to deal with you punched a hole in my wall.
But that's my thing.
Are you fixing it?
She didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's where we don't get all like, hey, yo. He could have did it the next day. Like, came in there and put some sealant or put some whatever. And then, like, my bad. I lost my temper. I can deal with someone.
I need a new table, too.
That part.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Give me a new set. Fuck it.
Yeah. Man, what?
But it's the early stages. So it's like, I'd rather me be able to make that decision in the early stages.
Facts.
And I can separate from you versus me finding out after I done got a kid by you or I'm married by you. And now you're not as stuck as we used to be back in the day. But most people in marriage now, they try to at least work it out a little bit longer than just giving it up one time. But yeah. Moving after a few months was the first thing I feel like they did wrong. Obviously, his anger issues. And then, like I said, that's the only thing I see. Like, because if he's making the bread, y'all not married, he can spend his money on whatever the fuck he wants to.
She might have a baller.
I mean, he had 20 grand to bet. That's crazy. 1,000, if you got it, cool.
Man, what?
20K, bro? That's big wild. Because that tells me, and that's just me, if it was me in a situation, I saw the anger issues, it tells me that that you don't value money enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a big red flag for me because I work hard for every fucking dime I get. I come from, I have a background. Everyone has a background. You come from somewhere, no matter if it's from, the hood or you coming from around the corner, you still have to generate your own value, right? Not everybody was spoon-fed, even if they are in the best of the best neighborhoods. Yeah. You know what I mean? But to be that frivolous with money, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Like, that frivolous, man. I bet 2 times on FanDuel and I lose. I'm pulling all my money out. Like,
I refuse to download the app because I know me. Yeah, I
ain't gonna lie. I bet last week and I got like almost $1,500, and I was like, cash out. I'm done. And then I just paid off some bills. But I'm not the person to be like,
I ain't about to download stuff.
Well, I got a connect who be sending some shit, some bets or whatever, but. It's not always good. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna put a stack in the bank account and keep 5 there. And the next day, doing little bets, I lost the 5. I was like, yep, I'm glad I put at least 1,000 in there, because I'm not.
I just don't understand it, especially when it comes to like parlays and all that other shit.
Yeah, well, parlays is just basically that you would put a play from the Wizards game versus the Nuggets and then you'll put another play for the Jazz against somebody. So that's just two different games that's going on at the same time on the same bet slip. That's it.
That's
it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can say, hey, Durant's going to have 25 points in the first half. That's your first bet. And then you could have, hey, LeBron's going to have 40 points in this game. And it's just, that's a parlay. Just two bets in different games.
Gotcha.
Or even different sports, honestly.
Teaching me something.
Yeah, I learned that. But anyway, sorry, slight tangent. But yeah, this, y'all.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. If her thing is that she has nowhere to go, I feel like that's when you should lean into your community, to your tribe, to your family, or even tell him, like, and have somebody there so you can feel safe and be like, listen, your anger is scaring me and I need to leave. But you can't dictate his money. You don't got his last name.
I need to leave. I need a new wall. First, get your wall fixed before you leave. And a new dining set. And tell him that the dining set don't match your couch, so get a new couch too.
He got 20 grand. He got money to fly out there. I ain't gonna lie.
And depending on the game, you might want to go to the game too.
Get your last little coins while you can get it.
Right. How close is your birthday? Like, if you can make it to your birthday, then
shut up. If you can make it to your birthday, good day, sir.
Man, what? Man, just cash out on me.
I guess.
Okay, so, oh buddy, oh pal. What? No,
When you started with that, it's some bullshit.
Well, you're my friend.
Barely.
Okay, so a young lady has her opinion about women and men being friends, and then a guy responds to her. So take a listen to this.
The reason why male friendships seem to last a lifetime is because they lack depth. Most men do not prioritize intimacy and emotional connection the way women do in our female friendships.
You said it perfectly right there. Men don't prioritize certain things like women do in their friendships. We're different. Apparently, according to what y'all are saying, women seek friendship in order to get support. Men seek out friendship to get a break from being support. I'm not about to trauma dump on you and force you to be my emotional support. There's no pressure to spend any time with me. I ain't got to worry about how I say something just because you're going to get offended. And I'm not going to hold it against you for being unavailable because life gets busy. I don't need you to pay for nothing for me. I don't need you to give me no gifts. I don't need you to be a daily support system. Because women don't understand that the greatest gift men offer each other is the gift of not having to do shit. The lack of upkeep is the value. And although I want to do far better with reaching out to these brothers, I got some friends that if they call me right now, I haven't talked to them in weeks, some of them in months. They call me right now, whatever they need, I got them. I ain't about to change up on one of the bros because he ain't wish me happy birthday. I ain't got to get nothing out of them just to find them valuable. And I wish I would stop letting this bother y'all so much and move along because, hey, here's the kicker. No matter what you say about them, they still last. No matter how unrealistic you feel like they are, somehow they work. Maybe, just maybe, this is some shit that isn't for you to understand or validate. Mind your business.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got friends. They're very low maintenance. I mean, we text every once in a while. I mean, I ain't seen them like 4 or 5 months. But they call me right now, something happened. Got you, bro. Like, I have a lot of low maintenance friends. We don't talk every day and everything, but like, if you need me, you got me, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Do you see a different dynamic between your male friends and you, and your woman friends and you?
For me, no. I guess that's because I'm a nigga. I'm a nigga in that sense, like. But then also, I'm at a different stage in life, and when I say that, like, I'm a married woman now, right? So I know. That's crazy. It's crazy. I'm married now.
It didn't even sound right when you said it. You said,
I'm a woman.
Life's over.
No, but all jokes aside, I'm a married woman now. So a lot of my friends, unbeknownst to me, have given me space because they're like, hey, you're a married woman now. Whatever that meant to them in their head, of how they broke that up, it was like I needed space to, I guess, build my home and develop a relationship with my husband, even though we was together 5 years previously. It was like, at least that's how my female friends thought.
Right.
That's
Nigga, I'm still here. What's up? Ain't shit changed. Just some paperwork. What's up, my niggas?
That's some paperwork. Yeah. So that's basically why I said nothing really changed, because I don't talk my best friend. I've known her for almost 15 years now. I talk to her now because she's had twins, maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. Before that, it would be like once a quarter.
Gotcha.
Or I've been bringing down once every or twice every quarter.
Right.
All right. Hey, haven't talked to you in a while. Just checking up on you. Oh, hey, this, I don't know. And we'll talk for 3-4 hours to catch up for the time.
Right.
All right. Now for the friends that are closer in distance, it's really of everybody is building their career, their lives. You know, we'll catch up for a brunch here and there, but when we catch up on a brunch, we're catching up from the last time I saw you, which was like March, and it's now November.
we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? And then even out to my male friends, I think the last time I saw my friend Dula was my wedding, and I wasn't really talking to somebody that long at my wedding. That was August. That's 3 months ago.
Right.
I mean, I see you because of the podcast, but if not the podcast, it'll be like, all right, well, we're gonna try to do a happy hour this month, probably. Yeah, all right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all
still would do the happy hour.
But it's still like no one's overwhelming. And then again, we understand it's not underwhelming because everyone got lives, you know. And then I don't know what's going on with you, so could I reach out to the people I don't see as much? Yeah, of course. But like I said, I think I'm an anomaly. I don't see no difference between my female. No female friend is calling me like, oh, I miss you. I haven't talked to you. Why haven't you hit me up? I mean, I get that I miss you. We need to link up to catch up, but not oh, we haven't seen each other and it's your fault because da-da-da. And I'm, nah.
Bitch, what?
What? I'm sorry, my phone, was it off the whole 4 months? Because
phones work 2 ways.
You got fingers still? They all work?
So, what about the part, do you feel there's a difference as far as like which friends trauma dump on you? Do you feel like your women friends trauma dump you, or your male friends trauma dump on you? You just, they don't do that. I'm trying to think if I ever did. I asked you for advice.
Honestly,
I don't think I trauma dumped you.
Again, I hate to say it, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, this word. My friends have kind of sort of the same energy as me.
Sure.
Like every last one, we don't call unless it's like one of those. First, they don't hit me up if it's something too crazy until 9 times out of 10 after it's happened, because they know how my temper can be or used to be. You know what I mean? So unless look, I just posted I am a work in progress. I am progressing.
There, but she down. She's suppressed.
But progressing. I'm not there yet. I haven't progressed. I'm progressing. Okay. I'm okay. But yeah. Like a lot of and then it's when I do catch up with these friends, they're like, yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I was just trying to get myself together. People have their reasons for not reaching out to their friends immediately.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying like, no, I don't. My male friends don't call me to. They'll say, yo, let me tell you about this and let me tell you about this, and I'm confirming, yo, that shit wild as fuck. It's not one of those things of like I am distraught. Once in the blue, it's like I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh well, not telling you what to do, but here's my opinion. But you also got to realize this. So with that information,
you definitely do that for me. Like you'd be like, well, you could look at it this way,
right? Give you an alternate view, because sometimes
you do that,
and I feel like I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes as friends, or sometimes if you're in the situation, you can't take yourself out the situation and think unbiasedly, you know. And I'd be like. And I do this for all my male friends. Shout out to all of y'all. I'd be like, my nigga, you do know that I've known you for a long time, right? I think that's like one of my staple statements. You do know I know you for a long time. So we're not going to act like in 2017, blah, 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 blah. They're like, damn, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, so why don't we just take selfies and just relax?
Facts.
Karma's a bitch. It just came back late. That's all. Ain't You know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, all right, remember that? Yes, you did do good at that, but do you remember this?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, I did fuck up that. And all right, I see what you're saying, V, or I see what you're saying, or like my battles for call me. And I'm like, yeah, full circle. Not saying it's right, but shit happens. You know what I mean? Same thing with my female friends. Like, hey, I don't know why I'm like this, because you were a bitch when this happened. You remember that event in 2019? That's why they not talking to you. And you're like, well, I'm older now. Well, they don't know that. I mean, they know you older, but they don't know you changed. They are right. So first impressions are lasting impressions. Shit, the fourth impression can still be a lasting impression. They're like, damn, I didn't know you were like that. You was cool before. Anything can change anybody's view of you. You know what I mean? So, nope. And like I said, I think I'm an anomaly of that, because I feel like I treat, no matter if you're a woman or man or whatever you identify as, you gonna get the fuck truth regardless. You gonna get whatever the fuck ever.
If you fuck up, don't come to V for sympathy. If you fuck up, she gonna tell you fuck.
Yeah,
come to her for sympathy.
So then, okay, so back then,
nigga,
I used
to know better.
Back then, it used to be nigga, you know better. I don't care. Again, nigga is whatever, whoever you are.
Nigga is not gender specific.
It's not gender specific at all. I can talk to my dog like, nigga, you know you shouldn't have peed on the carpet. I was still, don't cancel me. But you know what I'm saying, she's a black dog, so she understood.
With blue eyes.
They're tan now, so watch out for that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Just like change? Yeah. They were light blue when she was younger. Now they tan brown.
I never known this.
Yeah, weird. But either way, I said all to say, back then I used to be like, now you know you're wrong. Like, why would you do this? Da, da, da. I know, Eric. I'm like, all right, so what you gonna do? That's what I'm asking you. All right, well, let's think this shit out together.
Right.
But now I'm like, okay, you are entitled to your feelings, and I can understand why you feel this way.
Right.
But I'm also going to remind you of such things, and I'm also going to remind you that, hey, this person has feelings too, and now you can see from that person's point of view.
Facts.
And then it all comes together, and it's like, you're like, all right, I hear you. All right, I hear you. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, I guess I should go about it this way then. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good medium.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, everything else is all about what you're willing to accept, and that's all about maturity, right? Like, I don't feel like at our big age, as that people say, you should be still, no, fuck them, fuck that. Unless it calls for that level. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of things can be de-escalated by talking things civilly. So, if you fucked up, I'm going, yeah, well, that's it. That you did. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do about it now? Like, the milk has been spilled. You want to pick it up with a bounty paper towel? You want to get a dish rag? You want to mop the floor? Like, how are we cleaning up this spillage?
Facts.
There's multiple ways.
Let us know how y'all do with your friends. Do you notice a difference between genders and friends, and how they, maybe your significant other, the way he deals with his friends is different than the way you deal with your friends? Who knows?
Do you feel like you deal with your friends different than how you're
100%. She actually gives a fuck. Me. I mean,
and you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that mine stops. I think my husband gives a fuck too about like how he says it to his friends.
But also, I feel like with women, well, I'll talk especially my wife. She internalized it, and I keep telling her, and I tell everybody this: like, you can't make other people other people's problems your problems. You gonna shut yourself the fuck out. Nip. Like, I could literally have a friend going through the most devastating shit on earth, and I'll talk to him and coach him through it. And as soon as we get off that phone, oh, what's on the NFL? I'm about to eat some. Like, I'm done. Now, if it's juicy and spicy because I'm messy, I might follow up to see what happened. But other than that, I ain't about to ask you about it again. If you want to come to me about it again, all right, we can talk about it. But I'm not about to sit here and be an empath for my friend's issues. I will help you and guide you. But I'm not about to have my day. There's some people, their day is ruined if something's going on with their best friend or this person or that person or that person. And I'm just like, yo, but nothing happened to you? Well, you don't get it because I don't give a shit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's different. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I got a warped sense of humor. I was
dark as hell. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I was about to say something fucked up, but yeah. Anyway, Let's pour these last shots. You got another topic, or are we good?
Yeah, we're good. But I think that's something that probably can be talked about when you start dating somebody. Like, how do you handle, certain relationships and certain situations with your friends? Because you don't want to be coming up to the bed and your partner's all disheveled and you be like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. But what's going on? I was just thinking about my friend Kelly's situation and da-da-da-da, and now that person's putting their situation and projected it onto your partner.
Hey, bro,
and that
I
happens.
hate that.
That happens. And I can honestly say I've done that before, and I'm like, because it reminds me of something that tailors to probably my relationship or something that's happened in my relationship, and I'm like, and then sometimes it can lead to an argument or an odd air because people don't agree.
I've literally had a situation where something might happen with my wife's homegirl, like her nigga fucking up. So then she start going through my phone and see if I'm cheating just because her friend's nigga's fucking up. And I'm just like, yo, I'm not him. I ain't got nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the most freeing feelings, fellas, just letting you guys know this right now, is when your girl goes through your phone and she finds nothing because there's nothing. Take the phone. Have fun with it. Because I'm not doing shit.
And I'm telling you,
that's a great feeling to me.
Should start it off that way. Should end that way. Should always be that way in the middle. So I think for me, it's like, it should be a free feeling throughout the whole experience because it should have been that way. That should have been the baseline anyway. Honestly, I get how some people make mistakes, as far as, just mistakes, period.
Yeah. But
to get things to that point, I get it. It's freeing. It's like, damn, fuck it. You want to put your fingerprint? Put your fingerprint on the goddamn phone there. Go and shut that up.
You got the code.
You got the shit. Go ahead.
Don't care. Go wild.
What I will say though is do what's best for you. No formula is perfect for everybody's relationship. You might say, hey, there's arguments online all the time. Hey, well, if they need my passport, then they just don't trust me. Why be with that person? Oh, because you fucked up. Because you fucked up before.
Yeah,
so I need to see now for reassurance. Or then somebody else can be like, well, I'll have his password for emergency purposes. Okay, but I'm not gonna go through a phone. Different situation. Like, it's different reasons why you need access to people's phones. It's not always infidelity. It's not always, I need to be secure. It's hey, you have asthma or you have health issues that I may need to call your mother or whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, shit happens.
Yeah, and then also another thing I hate, ladies, just letting you know this. This happened recently to me, where like one of her friends dudes was fucking up, and they're like, well, maybe you should hang out with Willis more because Willis is like this. I ain't shit neither. I just don't cheat. I don't care. Me and this nigga, we cool.
Oh,
I see you on the double dates, held it up. We talk about sports and shit, but it's not about to be my new best friend.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, that is funny as fuck though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo,
go be friends. Go be friends with her. Maybe pick up
nice.
Good traits.
Somebody else. Yeah.
Right.
Nah.
But I do believe with
I'm
that.
just more intelligent not to do it the way he's doing it.
I think.
You want me to teach him how to be more?
No. No, I'm just gonna stop you there. I do think that that married people should hang out with more married people and not always single people, because single people can influence married people. That I do believe. Like you have that one singular bachelor that's like, man, go ahead. But
it ain't even gotta be that too, because I have a friend now that's going through a divorce, and we done been on plenty of double dates as far as like balls.
I'm not saying it's the best positive. I'm not saying it's the best positive impact because we don't know the specific why they're divorcing.
Correct.
I'm just saying to be around like-minded men or like-minded women, then that'll help you not feel as tempted to do something because they're gonna look at you like, girl, you got a whole nigga over there sitting over that bar. You know what I'm saying? Like they can.
Right.
You could be going from a bad argument this morning, and then you go happy hour with one of your single friends, and you just like, you know what, fuck this, and da-da-da, and you vetting, and now you feel.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Versus you going with one of your married friends, and you're like, they're like, yo, my wife did that last week. Like, Just let that shit ride. She'll be fine. Go give her some head when you get home, and it'll be all. You know, like someone could give you that positive reaffirmation, so you can go home and fix with, you know, water your grass that's already there. Got a trouble spot here and there, just water it.
I forgot to show you the video. So my wife went to Carnival. I told you about that, right?
No.
So one of her friends, well, 2 of them are married and one of them is single. And because when they're at Carnival, it's a culture thing.
Right. To have the whole outfits and then dancing and running. Yeah.
My wife ain't with the whole dance stuff because she's married, and the other girls ain't too. But the single friend was dancing with this dude, and then he had a friend try to dance with wife, and she's like, "No, I'm good," respectfully. And he pushed up on her. She said she had to punch him with her right hand to get him off. I'm like, yeah. Single friends will get you in trouble, y'all.
Yeah,
I got a single friend. The streets.
We're going to
I'm
go
not
ahead
going
and
back
tell
to the
us.
streets, but if I needed to go back,
We're going to go ahead. Tell them where they can find us. Here, why don't you go there?
in the streets. The streets are calling my name.
That was my shit. The streets are calling my name. Hey.
I'm being racist with that.
No, but that was the actual thing. We're not being racist of that. That's how it was.
Yeah. Find us on YouTube, most importantly, at DWF Podcast. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at Drunk with Friends with a Z at N. And you can also find us on, you can email us at DWF Friends?
What are you talking about?
Email, Gmail.
DWF Friends at Gmail.
At gmail.com. Or DM us if you want to be a guest or you want us to come on your show. We're friendly. We're out here. Yeah, and you can find us where you get your podcasts at. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, everywhere. We're here every week. Like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. We'll interact with you guys. Love you guys.
Likewise.
Listen to the show likewise.
With that being said, guys, cheers.
Cheers.
Y'all have a good week.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.